Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's video was how to get what you want. How to get what you want. Now, if you've been watching this video series, I've been doing a video virtually every day since the beginning of the year. And so the video I did yesterday was, what do you want? What do you want? And so one of the things that I would highly suggest is for you to look at that video and also look at others. So hi, Lisa. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Eric. Very nice to see you guys here. Hi, Chris. Hi, John. Melody. Nice to see all of you on here. Pam, Peter. Wow. Isabella, Craig. So great to have you guys on here, by the way. Nicholas. And so I wanted to follow up the video that I did yesterday, because a majority of the people, it's in the statistics, everything, that 97% of people do not know what they want. Now, at the beginning of life, they do, because it's like in a situation where they're saying, I would like to finish school. I would like to get a job and make my own money. I would like eventually maybe moving out of my parents' home, or one day being in a position where, you had your own home. I want to be in a relationship. I want children. I want a better job. I would like a reliable car. There's a lot of little stuff that you can look back in your life and see that you made a decision and you went out there and you did it. 100%. And so one of the things that's very unique about that is that you already have a track record. I want to share this with you, and I've shared it in other videos that you can check out at roberthollis.com. /steps, STEPS. And one of the things that you guys are all going to realize is that if you start looking at yourself as a miracle and you start looking at yourself as a winner, you're going to look at your past and you're going to see example after example after example after example of you achieving victory and you winning in life. And so what ends up happening is people just no longer have anyone giving them any expectations. You know what I mean? It's like the people that we love and they're incredible and our friends and our family and the little circle, our coworkers, they don't expect anything else for us. They don't look for us to consistently achieve. In fact, it's just the opposite. When you start risking and you go out there and you start thinking of something that's outside the realm, the hero's journey, according to Joseph Campbell, it's the ideas of all the stuff that was written from Star Wars to all these Karate Kid to all these movies have this hero's journey where all of a sudden you don't fit in. And so now what you do is you look outside of your current realm to find something different, right? So first of all, you really got to know what you want. Now that you know what you want, let's say that, let's just talk about you want to move to a different area. You want a nicer home. You want a new car that no one else has driven. You want to give money to charity. You want to buy your parents a home. Want to buy your parents a new car. There's a lot of things that you can want. And then once you're driven toward that goal, here's where people mess up, is people think that they need to find that purpose or that passion or that desire. And it was great. Nicholas reached out to me. Hi, Bill. Hi, Ola. Hi, Kai. I'm seeing who else jumped on here. Dustin, Brenda. Nicholas reached out to me and left me a voice message. And it was like we almost have in our head that we have to become, listen closely, we almost have in our mind that we have to become this happy, knowledgeable person before we go out and build a business. And that's not true. In fact, I'll give you a neat example that I gave Nicholas. Let's say that you wanted to learn to defend yourself. Let's say that you wanted to learn how to fight and defend yourself. Maybe it would be get involved in martial arts and become a black belt. I was blessed to do that. My two younger sons were blessed to do that in Taekwondo. And, one of the things is you go, well, I'm going to learn how to be a fighter first. Then I'm going to go and learn from a Taekwondo master. No, You don't need any experience. You don't need any knowledge. You can be like Mark Twain said, ignorance, ignorance. And you just got to find someone that's already did the journey. So in these movies that have this hero's journey, every one of them are seeking out a mentor. First of all, whether you know the story of Star Wars or not, or you're not a fan, it doesn't make a difference because I can give you the quick story. So Luke Skywalker, he's being raised by his aunt and uncle, and he knows that he's in a weird place. Don't know quite what happened with his mom and dad. He heard that his mother was killed, and then he doesn't know, where his dad is. He just heard that he was this Jedi guy, right? And so what happens is he comes home, and usually something tragic has to happen in your life. A lot of people can just be inspired like a young child where they see somebody that's an athlete, right? Or like in the Olympics, and they say, oh my God, I'm so inspired. Through inspiration, they want to be a gymnast. They want to be a swimmer. They want to be, whatever. And so that's through that inspiration, that's what they want. Me personally, like I've said in other videos, I came from the world of desperation. So it was a place where, I had my electricity shut off, a person tracking me, trying to find a way to repo my car because I was payments behind on that. I had a, pay or quit notice on my door for my apartment. So it's like, I came from a world of desperation. Now, I knew nothing about this industry. I've never been in sales. I was a mechanic. I just worked on cars. I was very analytical, very, I had a couple of friends that were also auto mechanics. You know what I mean? Very introverted. If you wanted to find me, I was always in the garage, working on race cars. If not my garage or my uncle's garage, it was somebody else's garage. And that's what I always did. That's who I was. That was the environment that I was. So now all of a sudden, I just want, listen closely, I just want not to lose my car. I just want to not be homeless. I just want to get my bills caught up to date so I could get my electricity on. I remember like it was yesterday where my mentor shared with me, and that's the videos I plan on doing for the rest of the week, is my mentors just said to me, what do you need to make? And I said, I need $3,800 like it was yesterday. That's what I need to get all this stress and this pressure off. And he goes, I can show you exactly how to do that. And so I want each and every one of you to separate what you want to how to get it. Listen closely. So let's say that you wanted to go to, what was the deal? Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Fiji, Bora Bora. Let's say that that's what you wanted. You want to take you and your family, and you all want to take them for a paid vacation. And who wants to go on a vacation if you can't do all the excursions, right? So we're talking a pretty hefty bill. Let's just throw out a number. You want to save 10 grand, or you want to come up with 20 grand and pay for air flights, hotel rooms, meals, everything for you and your family. I'm just throwing this out there as a want. Once you have that want and you start putting pictures and putting a vision board together and really getting it in your imagination and thinking about it, and I've said this on a couple of videos, you plan, and like my wife said yesterday, you're more excited sometimes about the planning of the vacation than actually being on the vacation. But people put more intense focus and dreaming and making things happen, getting results, and planning for a 2-week vacation than they do their entire lives. And so that's why it's important to have that. Now watch this. If you needed extra money, you normally would go back to where you're working and maybe say, hey, listen, is there a way I could fill in for overtime? Is it possible if I could get a raise? If the answers were no, maybe find a part-time job. Maybe go to the garage in the entire house and find out what things that you could sell either online or wherever. See, all of a sudden, when you have something that you want, you then ask the universe or whatever you believe, you simply just ask, how do I get this? Give me some thoughts and ideas on how I can make this happen. And when you do that, now all of a sudden, you'll find out that the way that you know how to achieve money, me knowing this industry, all of a sudden, my mentor said to me, Robert, you just got to get excited and think about what your future is going to be, how your life's going to change. 2, get really good at reaching out and connecting with people. And then from there, invite them to go through the information for the reasons that they would know someone. They will know someone that this business would be right for. We're looking for people that want to make a little extra money, take some of that stress off, replace the money that inflation took away from them, or whatever. Maybe they want to move. There's a lot of people nowadays, because of all the craziness in their lives, would wish that they had their family in a different place. And so now when I share this next thought with you, some of you are going to be blown away. I still wanted to be a crew chief for race car teams. I didn't care what race car team. It could have been IndyCar, it could have been NASCAR, it could have been NHRA, drag racing, National Hot Rod Association. It didn't matter to me. That's what I wanted. And so when I found this industry, all I thought of is, what are the things that I need to do to generate money in this kind of marketing? And that's what I've already shared with you on the videos, and we're going to start putting these together, so you can go to roberthollis.com/free, FREE. And I want to put you on the list because I want to start building this list and communicating and directly working with you on showing you exactly what to do. And so now, if your goal might not be, I want to be a good network marketer. I want to be a good affiliate marketer. I want to be 1K or 5K or super affiliate or master with My Daily Choice. I want to be a good online marketer. I want to be a speaker. I want to be a trainer. See, all this stuff that comes with being a professional marketer might be things that you don't want to do. You have no desire to do. I don't want to be on stage. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is, again, Nicholas, thank you so much for inspiring this video, because that wasn't what I was thinking. I didn't want to be on stage. I didn't want to dress in a suit. I didn't want to cut my hair. I had, one of those mullets going on. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Eric. Danielle, I see on here. I don't want to miss any names, but I didn't want to speak on stage. I didn't want to be a trainer. I just wanted to make money. Are you guys following this? I just wanted to make money. So then I just focus on getting better each and every day through practice and action. And Kaizen, a Japanese word for never-ending improvement. I knew that if I could practice on connecting through excitement, inviting somebody, giving them the urgency, the excitement of why they needed to do it now, and that they needed to check out this information like yesterday so that they could introduce me to people that they know. Are you hearing me? That's the only thing. And so what Nicholas said, again, was, wow, I thought I had to work on me and get my stinking thinking right and find my purpose and my happiness. And I had to do all these things before I would be good at making money with this kind of marketing. Are you guys following me? You do not have to do anything except the 3 things that you need to do that I showed you in the boxes. This is all you got to do. It's all you got to do is through excitement, is connect with people, watch one of my videos that I have, get great at connecting, inviting people to create a free account, And then once they create a free account, get them on a Zoom and point, guide, and direct them to the videos they need to see to feel comfortable referring you to somebody. After that, if they still have questions or want to know some stuff that's going on, that's when you can connect them through some social media chat method to introduce them to someone like myself and or me. And then that can go from setting into a Zoom to actually help them focus on how easy this business is and how they can get immediate results by next Thursday or the Thursday after. Did you guys catch that? So, in closing, what I'm going to talk about in this video is, right now I have some incredible goals. There's an urgency that's come upon me when all of a sudden, Jim Rohn died, and then all of a sudden Bob Proctor dies, and I'm like, wow, all my mentors that I know that I learned from, a lot of them are not here anymore. And I'm thinking, wow, I need to step up. I know their information, and I need to step up and fill that gap like they did for me. And so that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about creating the things that are necessary, including the books and the audios and the videos and the trainings that will help people make every single step one to step done, to actually achieve their dream. And when you need to make money, I'm going to be bold here and I'll challenge anybody. But I'm not aware of right now of a faster and easier way to learn directly from someone that's already been there. So a person can't take you to a place they've never been. And so if I was going to learn to be a black belt, I want to learn from a person that's a black belt. If I want to be a super affiliate, I want to learn from someone that is a super affiliate. I want to be able to learn from someone and also use what I talked about in another one of my videos is I gotta find someone that I can edify and promote to get people in front of their videos like I did 35 years ago. So here's a guy that knows nothing about the industry, but I did know that my mentor made money. He showed me all the time, always showed me his back office. The second thing is he always showed me the people that he would help. So even if I was just talking about my daily choice, I've only helped 2 people within my own group get this plaque, 7 figures. So if I can show them how to do it, and I've achieved super affiliate on my way to master, I've already earned 7 figures, but now I've earned in the last 2 years 7 figures a year, million a year. And so that's just fact. And so I can show people to do that. I know a lot of you are saying, well, I don't need to make $1 million. Well, here's exactly what I thought 35 years ago. If I learn from someone that's making $1 million and I mess it up by 90%, that's 100,000. If I mess it up by 95%, that's 50,000. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to replace my income as an auto mechanic because I had some doctors tell me that I couldn't be a mechanic anymore. So when people say, okay, now I know what I want, how do you get it? It's very simple. You got to mirror and match someone that already has done it. And when someone tries to do anything to earn money and they're not using leverage and residual, like I talked about in my other videos, something that you do once that compounds. So I get paid off the customers that I got. We're 5 days away from Terry and I being involved in My Daily Choice now for 4 years. That will be our 4-year anniversary, March 6th. And it's like, we're still getting paid off customers that we acquired almost 4 years ago. Every month they purchase product, that's residual. So if you're not building in that business model, you're losing that compound. The 8th wonder of the world, you're losing that compounded. So you would be doing really well if I would show you how you could have 21,000 people responsible for your income. That's the key. The second is leverage. You got to be able to point, guide, and direct and get people to your mentors so they can learn directly from them, so they can go out and achieve the income that they want. And now money's not a problem for you anymore. Can you imagine? Hi, Latasha. Hi, Katie. Hi, Tom. Craig, thank you very much. So one of the things I'm going to share with you is you got to learn to tell a different story about yourself. And really, I have heard no better audio than the one that I'm going to share with you. It's by, Esther Hicks, and it's really amazing. So I just posted it in the group. And one of the things is I tell people, if you don't learn and don't practice to learn to tell a different story, then your story is going to remain the same. If you're constantly saying, yeah, but I can't, and I don't know, and I'm not good at technical stuff, and I don't know how to do this. And I remember someone just reached out to me the other day and said, but Robert, it was on objections that said, well, I can't do videos like yours. I didn't do any videos. Listen, 0 videos. You guys remember I got started 35 years ago? If I did a video, I couldn't show it to anybody. There wasn't no internet. I guess I could have put a video on a VHS tape. And, if some of you go to YouTube and put in Robert Hollis's first testimonial, you'll see that at that time, I was equal to a 500K in the company. 500K going for super affiliate when I did that testimonial. And that was my first time. And I think in 1 minute, I said business probably 14 times. So anyway, I know that you can do it. I hope you guys are enjoying this, these videos. I just know this last thing, and I'm probably going to cover this again tomorrow. But, whether or not you're telling yourself the right story. Because when my mentor gave me his videos, and then I learned this thing about personal development, and I heard about, Jim Rohn and Bob Proctor and Earl Nightingale and Napoleon Hill. It's like back then we had to write to a company and they would send us a catalog. And then you had to order their albums, their 45s and their albums and their cassettes. And you're the person that really wants something and striving for it, because I listened to their stuff over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm probably really close to 60 videos I've done since the beginning of the year. And if people really can't find the time to watch a video a day to get what they want in life, they just don't know what they want. They're just lying to themselves. And so I hope that you learn to tell yourself a new story. I hope you get plugged into what we're doing. Again, we're putting together a list where, Matthew's going to categorize these videos, and you can really got plugged in, and we got a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing in the future. So hope you become a part of that. I believe that's roberthollis.com/free. And love and appreciate you guys. I know that you can do it. If no one's giving you permission to succeed, let me be the first. Love and enjoy you. Hi, Ben. Hi, Melody. Thanks again, Craig. I see Jennifer on here. If I missed anyone, Tom, my lovely wife, Terry, Melody, of course, Natalie. I really appreciate you guys so much. Talk to you tomorrow.